There are 7 steps that you need to getting that world-class, high-performing team.
Hello, on June the 10th, we've got Building a High-Performance Elite Team, an event with 4 people on the panel. And today I'm delighted to have Diana Tapp as one of those 4 people. She's an eminent consultant in building high-performance teams, in leadership and so on. And Diana, I'm really looking forward to this event and having you on the panel.
Thanks so much, John. I'm so looking forward to it as well. And I was thinking about, what is so exciting about an event like this? And there are 2 things really. Firstly, it's the people who come to these events. Whenever you have a forum, a breakfast forum, the people who come are the ambitious ones. They're the ones who are not happy with the status quo. They want to be better and they want to know how to get better. So you attract the right sort of people for discussion and debate and really good questions. Secondly, of course, because of the topic that you've chosen, this is what we do. So our core business is helping ambitious companies to really get their people to be that world-class level. And that means having world-class leaders as well as world-class teams, giving them the hard skills and the human skills to be able to get into that world-class status, which of course means you have the competitive edge, right?
That's right. Now, so tell me a little bit about how you think you'll drill down into some of your topics in this area. What are the key messages you want to get across to the audience? And of course, it's a Q&A event, so the audience will have the opportunity to ask questions. What sort of questions do you really want?
Oh, this is the exciting stuff. I think so much people know the what. They know that it's really good to have a high-performing team. They know that they want it, but it's like, oh, that's great, but how exactly do you get it?
So many of us find it so elusive to achieve, don't we?
Absolutely. We're not good at both defining it and we're not good at then saying, so how the heck do you get that? And when you look at high performance teams in business, they parallel very much high performance teams in sport, So it's that sense of, we know that it's really difficult. We think that high performance teams just exist. They don't just exist. You don't inherit them, you create them. And you create them from helping your people to gain those skills, both the hard skills and the human skills. So we've worked now with over 6,000 leaders in the last few years. And that's really shown us the ability to be able to say, there are 7 steps that you need to getting that world-class, high-performing team. Follow those steps. Are they easy? Heck no. They sound easy, but they're not easy to roll out. When you do that, then you find yourself hitting those benchmarks and being the company that people are chasing rather than the one that you're chasing. They're chasing you rather than you chasing them. So there are definite things to do. Equally, there are definite things not to do. And I'm sure some questions will come around that. The sailing on Sydney Harbour, the classic, let's build a high performance team, let's go sailing together. It doesn't work. If you've already got a high performing team, they love the harbour sailing. It will build them to be stronger. But if you don't, if you've got a team with dysfunction, all you've got is one function up the front and one function out the back, never the 2 shall meet. So there are things we traditionally have done, I'm going to call them the warm fuzzy things that actually have no impact if your team is not already high performing. And there's actually a series of follow these techniques. My original background is in science, John, as a chemist. So, I might smile a lot, but I'm not too warm and fuzzy really. It's like, what's the stuff that you need to do to make a difference?
I think you're warm and fuzzy, Diana.
Well, I'm a bit huggy. It's been hard in COVID without all those hugs, but it's the results are the driver for me too. And I think ultimately that's how you know you're succeeding, isn't it? Is that what you put in place actually give you the results that you need with your people and with your team and with your business.
And you'll be sharing you mentioned the 7 steps. You'll be sharing what people need to do, but also I'm really going to be interested in your event. You're going to be sharing some stories as well, I understand.
For sure. And there'll be, we grew up in this sports mad society ourselves. So there are some distinct parallels to sport and I'll use those. But there's also stories of companies that we've worked with, places where you really see people lift. And that's both the leaders and the teams themselves. Because I think sometimes we get obsessed with these little phrases like there's no I in team. You can tell from my face, I hate that phrase. I think it's so stupid. There is no I in team. There's a lot of me. I need to do my job in the team for the team to perform. We need to know what our roles are. We need to know what the strategy is. And that's some of those hard skills, if you like, that then go with the human skills of, but how do you win people's hearts as well as their heads? Because winning heads isn't so difficult, but winning people's hearts is what proves sometimes a little bit elusive for us. And yet, honestly, there are tools and techniques to be able to do that.
Diana, I'm really looking forward to having you together with Tony and Joe and Dan on the panel on June the 10th. This is going to be some discussion. I really look forward to it.
Think so too. I'm so looking forward to it as well, John. And it'll be live and in person. You know, that's so exciting in this day and age as well, isn't it?
And it'll be online. There'll be people around the world, and they'll have an opportunity to ask questions as well. So this will be a great event.
It will be. I'm looking forward to it, John. Thank you for the invitation.